Anita never thought her third-grade classroom held a secret, especially one as strange as this. It all started with the old wooden wardrobe in the corner, the one teacher Mariam always kept locked. One afternoon, while the other kids were at lunch, Anita forgot her water bottle and snuck back in. That's when she heard it, a faint, slow scraping sound coming from inside the wardrobe. Her curiosity got the better of her, and she peeked through the keyhole. At first, she saw nothing, then a shiver ran down her spine. The empty space inside the wardrobe seemed to shimmer, and she could just make out the ghostly outline of a tortoise, a massive one, moving slowly. It was invisible, like something made of heat haze. Just then, Teacher Mariam walked in. She wasn't angry. She just smiled a thin, knowing smile and said, "That's our little secret. Anita, let's keep it that way." Anita was terrified, but she kept her mouth shut. Tund, however, couldn't. Tund was the class chatterbox, and he'd also seen something strange near the wardrobe one day. He didn't see the full tortoise like Anita did, just a weird distortion in the air and a lettuce leaf vanishing mid-bite. But it was enough. He ran home and told his parents everything. The next morning, Tund's parents were at school, demanding answers. Teacher Mariam stood in front of the wardrobe, her expression perfectly calm. "An invisible tortoise. That's quite an imagination your son has," she said, her voice dripping with false sweetness. She unlocked the wardrobe and swung the doors open. It was completely empty. Tund's parents looked at each other, embarrassed. They apologized to the teacher and scolded Tund for making up stories. Even stranger, when they looked at the wardrobe, they seemed to look right through it, as if it wasn't there at all. Only the children could see it. The very next day, something was wrong with Tund. He came to class with a blank look in his eyes, stumbling over desks. He couldn't see. "Tund, what's wrong?" Anita whispered, her heart pounding. He turned his head towards her voice, his eyes wide and unseeing. "I don't know," he whimpered. "Everything is just dark." Teacher Mariam walked over and placed a hand on Tund's shoulder. Her smile was gone, replaced by a cold, hard stare that she directed at the rest of the class. "Some people," she said, her voice dangerously low, "don't know how to keep a secret. They talk too much. And when people talk too much, unfortunate things can happen." She squeezed Tund's shoulder, and he flinched. The class was dead silent. No one dared to even breathe. Everyone was staring at Tund, then at the wardrobe, then back at Teacher Mariam. That afternoon, Teacher Mariam made them all stay late. She stood before the class, her shadow stretching long across the floor in the evening light. "Our little friend in the wardrobe needs peace and quiet," she said softly, but her words carried a heavy threat. "It doesn't like being talked about. It gets upset. And when it gets upset, I get upset." She walked over to the wardrobe and gently patted the door. A low, guttural click echoed from within, and the air around the wardrobe rippled. "We all want to be good students, don't we? We all want to go home with our eyesight intact, don't we?" she asked, her gaze sweeping over each and every terrified face. Anita felt frozen in her seat. She could feel the invisible tortoise's presence, a cold weight in the room. She knew she was trapped. They all were. Trapped in a classroom with a monster and a teacher who was even more monstrous. The secret wasn't just in the wardrobe anymore. It was in their silence, a silence they would have to keep to survive.